It's Thursday night. It's time to party on the internet. Brian Beatty.
Oh, hi, David. It is time to party.
It's time to party on the internet.
It's a Thursday night, and it's cold outside. And
it's cold out there.
What's that?
It's cold out there today.
Yeah, it turned down a little bit today. It got a little chilly.
It did. Was out today. Where is it? I was out dropping off many of these candles. Oh, look at that. Hey, let's pretend. Put yours down for a second. Put yours down for a second. Let's pretend. See if I can pass this over to you.
Hand it to me. Oh, that was no good.
Well, that was on you. You ready? I'll try it again. Ready?
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Thank you, David.
That was something.
That was a good. That is like a sign of things to come for those that just saw that.
Oh man, if you like that Sunday morning, you're gonna be
heaven. Like heaven.
In heaven. Yeah.
It'd be candle heaven for those that saw that.
That's right. Well, it was cold out there. I was handing out those things.
Did you were delivering today, David?
Oh yeah. I wish that I was smart enough to have checked the weather and then have done it on a nice day when we're out there.
I don't think there is a nice day coming. Let me check because I'm doing mine tomorrow. And I don't think there's a nice day.
No, I think it's even colder tomorrow.
Yeah, it's -7 right now. Whoa, going down to -12.
Oh,
it's
boy.
a cold. Yeah, it's not warming up tomorrow.
It was no, so if you don't get your candle, then direct all your electronic mail to Brian at freedomhouse.ca. Yeah.
That's it. You get nothing.
But no, it's good. And so Jared, today we were outside just briefly, and he goes, man, this is Frosty Fest weather. And I said, shut it.
What is this Frosty Fest you speak of?
It was there was a time where we used to do a winter carnival right around around this time.
It sounds fun.
Was chatting with somebody else who does ministry stuff, and they were asking, you busy these days? And I was saying, well, normally I'm busy with different things. This is not our normal busy at this time, because normally we would be knee deep in winter carnival. You're welcome, Diane. Hope you enjoy that candle. Well, you got about 4 or 5 hours of burn in this thing, maybe. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, but then you can just get another one and put it in there. Like, it's not, David, listen to me. It's not.
Yeah, I'm listening.
Gave a candle out. We got the thing. We got the candle. We got the thing. And look at the pretty thing you do. Like
the design there.
Design there. Like, Aaron worked really hard, and then Nicole Munns did all of these by hand. Unbelievable.
She did.
Yeah.
How do you do that?
She had to cut them out.
No.
True story. I couldn't believe it. Like,
wow.
It's nigh unto hero maneuvers.
That's pretty significant,
right?
Man. This candle's a keeper now. Jeez, not that it wasn't before, but now that I know.
Well, we just want you to know. Good.
Well, that's coming up Sunday. We'll chat more about candles and
what else is this weekend, David?
Well, hold on. Traffic alert coming up on Sunday. It is January the 31st, which means that it's the date that we've arbitrarily called our anniversary. So it's our 17th anniversary on YouTube and Facebook at 10 o'clock. And then if you're a part of Freedom House, we're going to do a Zoom afterwards, a sort of an after party, like a happy anniversary after party.
And not just, they didn't just get these in their delivery.
No.
They got horns to blow, and they got fridge magnets. And it's like a cornucopia of excitement.
Violet says that she's going to use it as a drinking glass after the candle. A nice little, this is like a little juice glass. Wow. You have a nice amount of.
It's like the juice glasses you get at the Sunday brunches. Like, they don't drink all their juice, so you get a tiny juice glass.
I like that, Violet. You know the business for sure.
He is very, very.
So that's that's Sunday. We're gonna blow horns, and we've got some those little what do we call them? The Christmas cracker, the glow sticks where you crack and they glow.
Yeah, something for everyone, David.
Communion cups.
I heard there's an announcement this Sunday.
You know, Freedom House, how the last like bunch of weeks where we're saying, hey, we got an announcement coming, and then you're like, you tune in, bated breath, like bait actually hanging on your breath, like a little night crawler or something, and we're like, the announcement is we're really getting close to an announcement, and we were so sad about that. But you know, we were also sad about it because we were like, oh, we thought we had. Well, this Sunday, for realsies, we have a great announcement. Like this one's a for realsies.
For realsies, but they have to come to the service and then to the after party. Yeah, it's the after party where they get the realsies announcement.
Yeah, that's pretty much the case with any after party and anything in real life, right? Like that's where the real stuff goes down, is the after parties.
Like there's a lot of stuff happening. Like for a semi real anniversary party, this is some real stuff going on here.
Absolutely. Hey, so yeah, I hit the cough button on there, so I didn't, lest I get any COVID on you. So
well, that's very kind.
I don't think it can go through the microphone.
David, I don't want to go deeply into this, but tell me about the background we're using today.
The background. Oh, well, you know, I just went with it because I thought that maybe I have a nice little purple down there.
I feel like the cow is excited about it. Like the cow feels like today the cow fits into everything we're doing.
We can go a lot of different directions with the background. Like that's sort of a dramatic purple.
Oh, the curtains, yeah.
We can go Winter Wonderland.
Oh, look at that.
Maybe like some obscure squiggle art.
Wow. Should we vote on this?
Happy faces.
Yeah, yeah.
Snow, or in French, neige.
With the bonhomme?
The White Lodge.
Wow.
I'm going to go back to this guy again just for fun today.
All right.
That's where we're at.
I feel like the cow is excited about
it. Yes, well, that cow has got us through some dark days for sure. That's like emotional support cow, right? Like you're allowed to bring it on airplanes and such.
He's my mental health cow.
Yes. Yeah.
See the segue I just put in there, Dave? See what
There's the hashtag for you. Yeah. Today is hashtag Bell Let's Talk Day, and the folks at Bell, you know, they started. I don't know how long this has been going now.
It's been 10 years.
This is the 10th anniversary of it, is it?
It didn't feel like that, but I saw somebody post it, and it was Premier Jason Kenney from Alberta. So I don't think he's going to lie about it. So 10 years, yeah.
How about that? I mean, they have raised millions and millions and millions of dollars for various different mental health outreaches. But I think probably its best lasting legacy really is just a day where everyone stops and tries to remember to be able to either reach out if they need it or offer to be a reach outer if others in their life need someone to talk to. And you wrote that this morning because every now and again you need someone to talk to, right?
Yes. I've been saying, you've heard me say now numbers of times, David, that everyone is under encouraged. I would say this is a year that the mental health thing, depending on how you define it, everyone's gone through something that connects to mental health. Like, so I've said many times through this pandemic that the biggest pandemic is probably fear, and we're not, belittling COVID, because you and I were talking about a good friend that got very sick with COVID a few weeks ago. But everyone's been affected by how the fear of the pandemic, what's gonna happen with our jobs, our family, our home. Like, there's been layers on this one, so it's a definite need, right?
Yeah, it absolutely is. And if you're inside Freedom House, and today you've seen the Bell Let's Talk please know that if you need someone to talk to and don't know who to talk to, please get a hold of us. Send one of us a message, or someone else you know inside the church. But don't be afraid to reach out if you do need someone to talk to. It's a real thing, and one day you'll need somebody to reach out to. And so if you don't today, being able to offer your ear, to lend your ear, is incredibly important thing. Can't be undervalued.
Yeah, it's a need for everyone, for sure. As I was thinking through that today, I just said when I posted it, it's like you're either a talker or a listener, or often both, right? Because everyone needs it.
You will need to be one of those two many times in your life, and both of them many times in your life, right? You'll need to be both of them.
Yeah, there's back. I grew up in the day where it was like, big boys don't cry, and suck it up, princess kind of deal. And I mean, people still say that one, but I think we've come a long way to allowing people to express themselves and walk through how they're actually feeling and stuff. It's good. It's very good.
There is no doubt we have come a long way, for sure. We can argue about different merits, but to say that we've come a long way, you got it. That you for sure is true. Brian, you threw this out on Sunday, and from Amanda Gorman, who is the youngest poet ever to speak at an inauguration. She said, there is always light as long as we're brave enough to see it, as long as we're brave enough to be it. And that not only rhymes, but it's very insightful. What about that was so grabbing to you when you saw it?
Well, the fact that this is, we've called this year Shine. I'm always looking for good shine things. And I would say, and I'm not the only one that said this, but I would say the inauguration ceremony this year was very mellow. And when she got up there, man, she was just alive, and she was, I really like spoken word stuff, poetry, and you could tell, you could tell if she wasn't an inauguration, she would have been totally animated. But even without that, she was just alive and great. Anyway, I felt like understanding the brave enough to see it, but then the brave enough to be it. And I think I shared on Sunday that she almost didn't include that last line in there, the brave enough to be it, because there's a bit of an ego twist on that one, right? Like, I'm going to be the light. And as Christians, we know Jesus said he's the light, and then we're supposed to be. But a good story of her writing that and why she wrote it and stuff. It's really good.
The things that you said on Sunday encouraged the church with was to see it now and be it now. And you referenced MLK's the fierce urgency of now. And then you brought it home with, now is the only time you can hear God and obey. And especially on a day where we're talking about mental health, and mental health is our forefront. You will, at least I have often heard stories of people who are struggling with incredible amounts of almost like paralysis, right? Where it's tough to be able to actually get up and move, right? And I was thinking about now is the only time you can hear and obey. And there are times where you have to, in our lives, just go, I'm going to choose today to be able to, in faith, move. Right. And I think we're going to have over the course of our life, days where it's almost tough to get out of bed and do it, and days where you could also just ignore the things that God's saying because everything is going just fine. And so why allow this annoying little voice of the Lord to interrupt your perfectly normal day? But choosing at all times to be able to go, no, when I know that God's saying to do something, I'm going to just choose to do it. And now's the only time you can choose to hear God and obey is now. Yeah.
There was so many things going through my head last week before I spoke on Sunday. But for years I've listened to people go, one day I'm going to do this. one day I'm going to do this. And it's like, there's so many people that never get to one day. Right. And we're not guaranteed another day. We're not guaranteed anything. And so, you have now. And so, as you said today, when we know people need encouragement, like it wouldn't take much after they're done listening to us, blather on for a while, to think about somebody and go, hey, thinking about you, praying for you. Like that doesn't take very much, especially when we're online and many people are online. So it's quite simple to do and really, really important.
One of the things that we launched Freedom House on Sunday, and we'll talk a little bit more about it this Sunday, and then are going to just kind of start going into it, is this idea of finding prayer partners, which is not in itself a revolutionary idea, but but sometimes it doesn't happen if you don't do it on purpose. And so we're going to have a sign-up sheet. If you're on the Freedom House family group on Facebook, it exists there. Went out in an email. But the idea is, if you'll put yourself out there and go, hey, I would be happy to be able to have somebody who I know is praying for me over the course of a month, and I'll commit to praying for somebody else. And if you give a few different things that people can be praying for you about, it's not going to be a laborious thing. We're going to, try and have you, touch base a couple times throughout the course of a month, but really just to be able to know that there's somebody else who's there and is praying for you, and that you get into the routine and the discipline of going, I'm going to choose to remember somebody else and pray for them. What an important discipline, right? But we forget it sometimes in the XYZ of our comings and goings. But
yeah, as we talk through this, and I guess we started talking through this last fall about how to create this, and it's, as you said, this is not rocket science. Most churches have things like this. We were looking at the idea of what can we do to get people connected. So find a way to connect people, get people praying for the church, and get people praying for each other. And, everything we do needs 3 reasons to do it. And it was easy to find way more than 3 to go, this is just an easy slam dunk. There's so little, thinking on this one. Just let's agree to pray for somebody else and then see where that goes.
Yeah. So that's what we're doing. So if you want to be a part of that, you can right now, you could probably find it on the Freedom House family Facebook group, or you can email Erin at freedomhouse.ca, and I'm sure that she can get you the form back. There's nothing magical about the form. It's just a way for you to be able to sign off that we can share your email address with somebody else, make a little matchy match for you, and then even that you're willing to just give a few things that somebody can pray for you about, because sometimes if someone goes, pray for me, you don't really know what, unless you share that information about what you can pray for them about. So,
and if I could be so bold, maybe they should do it now.
Do it now?
Yeah,
wait, it won't work unless I put the in the thing up. MLK wants you to do it now.
Do it now.
Yeah.
What a great line though, eh? The fierce urgency of now. So,
yeah. Said by a guy that I'm sure experienced the fierce urgency of now quite a number of times. Do you remember the context that he said it in?
It was in a speech he gave about the Vietnam War and about rising up to speak against it, and his thoughts of injustice over the war, whether they should be there or not, blah blah blah. And it was in that context. It's like so good.
That fella
say things and you go, I wish I would have said that first. The great news is you can steal these quotes. And
it was important for him too, though. He needed it at the time, so he was a fairly influential fella. He did okay for himself and the world. So this coming Sunday is our 17th anniversary. Services at 10 o'clock, either on YouTube or Facebook. That's where you can find us. And the Zoom link will also be on the Freedom House family Facebook group, or you can send Erin at freedomhouse.ca an email, and she will send it right back to you, so you can have the Zoom link where we're gonna do communion together on Zoom live after service is done. We're gonna have a little celebration. We're gonna play some Kahoot games, just like the old days, except this time when we do Kahoot, Brian, instead of back when we did it live at the church, everyone going on the internet at once isn't going to crash the internet and ruin the game. Like,
it'll be a Kahoot game that works. I'm actually really looking forward to it because it's a great way to be interactive on this. So I'm very looking forward to it.
And it will actually work instead of it being a self-defeating action where everyone goes on and crashes everything and kills the stream and all those different things.
Indeed.
Well, everybody, thanks for hanging out with us for a few minutes on the internet on Thursday nights. We love saying hello, and we did it, and you did it, and we've collectively done it. So that's good. We'll see you at Youth. Youth are meeting tomorrow night. I think the youth are getting together tomorrow night, Freedom House Youth. So that's good. If you are a youth teenager and you don't know the information, let us know. We'll make sure that you get that. And if not, we will see you on Sunday. And then Sunday and the after party for like a legitimately really great announcement.
Good announcement, David. It's going to be a good announcement.
Really good announcement. Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day, night, evening. Stay warm and safe.